Hey guys, well, what can I say? What an amazing 4 or 5 days I've just had down in Sydney. I'm back here in Brisbane as we speak. It's raining today actually. It was sunny when I left, but it's raining when I got back. And look, I am feeling a little bit blue, but all for a good reason. I had the pleasure of being involved with Run Grateful, which is run by this amazing guy from the UK called Mark White. And he was over here with his sidekick, his content guru, Jamie, and they spent 5 days down there in Sydney. They're still there actually for a few more days. And oh, look, the Run Grateful event, if you don't know, is a 24-hour marathon. So it's no mean feat, and it's a mile on the hour every hour for a whole day. And it was one of the most amazing experiences that I've ever had. It tested me physically, mentally. I even picked up an injury, just over the halfway mark, and, the ego got involved, and I was devastated. I couldn't run the rest of it, but Mark pushed me on, and as did all the other 20 guys that were there. And I had to walk the remaining miles, but I still covered all the ground. And that even in itself was an amazing thing to happen, because I had to kind of surrender to the whole process. The kind of macho side is I want to carry on, but my knee was just saying no. And in the end, it was probably a beautiful thing to happen, because I really had to just let go and trust the process. And look, the event itself, I mean, where do I start? It was just, amazing concept that Mark has. And then he worked with the amazing Trent Knox from 440 Club, who put it on and helped him organize it down at Bondi Beach. And those two guys together, just absolutely amazing humans, never mind men. And whilst we were there to support men's mental health, it seemed to be just much bigger than that. The event itself had everything from, yoga, we had meditation, we had breathwork from Rory Warnock in between the miles, where you got about roughly 45 minutes to rest up. It was food and snacks and chats, and we shed loads of tears and laughs, and it was just amazing, because I didn't really know that many people either. I knew Trent, and I knew Rory, and I knew Mark virtually. Everybody else I met for the first time, and we were all in it really together. And it was just honestly an event of a lifetime really for me. I just feel so humbled to be in there. I didn't think I really realized what was going on during it, and to push through those kind of more bleak times at about 1 a.m, 2 a.m. when it was dark, right into the sunrise, just magical. Finishing on an ice bath, just felt absolutely amazing. And Mark, and while he was here in Sydney, he actually has been doing some workshops as well. We did one with the Nimbus team. He came on These Lads Are Mental podcast, which will air this week, which was amazing. I got the pleasure of being on his podcast. He was on a multitude of podcasts. He did another workshop with Sandy and all the brew crew from North Bondi, and he might be doing another one, I think, just before the end of this week, before he jets back off to the UK. So look, just feeling very fulfilled at the moment. My cup is very full. Whilst I'm sad it's all over, it was just such a positive and amazing event. And to hear some of the stories of the guys, one of the most powerful things of the whole event was each person had to share what they were grateful for about 10 minutes before each mile someone got selected. And just hearing all the stories from guys of all ages, all backgrounds, was just phenomenal. And I think there was really that strength in numbers and as a group mentality. And I think everybody said at one point that, we just couldn't have been able to do it by ourselves. So that power of the group, the power of belonging, the power of community really rung true. And, if you want to explore what this kind of group mentality and running is about, get down to 440. It reminded me so much of what Trent and all the team are doing down there. And that's on every Saturday down in Bronte, kicks off at 5 a.m. I'll certainly be tapping back into it when we're down in December. But yeah, just feeling huge amount of gratitude, and I feel so grateful. And look, I said in my little piece that gratitude a few years ago, I didn't really believe in it. I didn't buy into it. I used to think it was, it was a bit of a load of wank, to be honest. Writing something in a journal, it's not for me. But if you spend a lot of time in the negative, and if you have depression, or it's tough for you to stay positive, writing things down, like your achievements, what you've been doing, even just listing out your life without having to think about it being an achievement, does make an impact. Because if you're spending all the time telling yourself, I could have done better, that was shit, you didn't do that presentation well, I didn't sound that good there, I don't like what I'm wearing, that just soaks into your subconscious mind. And what is that doing to you from a body perspective, somatic perspective, but also from a cellular level? You know, we hold stress and trauma and anxiety in our cells. So by writing things down or saying things into the mirror, you know, anything, going for a walk and just taking a moment to pause, that soaks into your subconscious, and that's fighting against all those kind of negative thoughts. And I've been really leaning into it, and I wouldn't be saying this if I didn't believe in it, in the last 18 months or so. And by God, it's actually starting to have an effect. And particularly with my performance anxiety, I always try and reassure myself now that you can do this. You know, believe in yourself. You've been able to do this, this and this, and that has helped me hugely. So yeah, just feeling lovely and full at the moment. It's a Tuesday here in Brisbane, and just wishing you all a very merry week. And as we go into the silly season, I hope you're all well. Always here for a chat, and get down to the 440, and then hopefully when Mark's back here next year for Run Grateful, get involved as well. All right, cheers guys, bye.